Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today in the review room, we're going to take a look at the Walking Dead All-Out War Miniatures game. Now, this is coming to us from Mantic Games. They sent this to me, and I think the perfect match for this video, and one of the main reasons why I said I would love to take a look at this. Not only was I wildly curious because I am not familiar with miniature board games. This is not your normal classic board games you get and play with the kids. I mean, this you have to take serious. This is a little bit complicated, it looks like, but once you get the rules down, it looks like a world of fun. So I was highly interested, and I think the perfect match is that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I think that's perfect because I'm assuming a lot of you out there, the viewers that are watching that have no clue about the miniatures board games, you'll be interested and maybe you won't make fun of me as much. But those who know what you're doing when it comes to these board games, you already know it. So I'm really not telling you anything new other than showing you this incredible looking piece. Now I'm saying incredible, and I haven't even opened it because so far when you take it out of the box alone has a texture to it that makes it look like it's artwork, just the box itself. And this is coming from a collector. You guys know I have the figures, the more high-grade statues, which that's my realm. The high-grade statues, the one that looks like, the more refined detail, I should say. And right out of the box, this looks professional. I don't know if I could get really that close to show you what the texture is that I'm talking about on the box, but the box looks so incredibly well done and professional. The Walking Dead All-Out War Miniatures, and it has the early season version of the comic book, and these are the characters early on, I should say. I confused it with the TV show for a second there. And then we got the walkers down here that we saw on the covers, I believe, the trade paperback. And then we have unpainted miniatures down there. Let's cut this open and take a look. That might even become a mini little hobby for some of you out there who want to, you already feel it, opening it right up. And this is incredible too. The love and care and quality that went into this already. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a texture to the front. Listen, we're going to get right into this. Here's the back. That's the board game that you would play. You have the sides, the Walking Dead All-Out War, incredible looking, again, just for collectors, let alone players. If you're a player, you're probably very thrilled with this. Yeah, I love that. When you open the box, you have artwork all around it. It gets better. Not only is the front gorgeous, but then you got this little artwork here where a zombie's over here, the Walking Dead All-Out War, and it's different. You have Herschel's son, I believe it's Sean, being eaten here with the Walking Dead All-Out War. You have more walkers eating a victim here, and then All-Out War. And then you have Rick Grimes shooting a gun. Tyrese is holding him back right here. All different artwork. And then one of my favorites, a picture of a walker there. So cool. And then you have miniatures here, it looks like. Here's all the miniature characters. Here looks like a spinning dial. And then these are the playing cards, I would imagine. Let's take out a couple of these miniatures to look at quickly. We have what looks like a female walker. We have another one missing an arm. Here we have a survivor with a machete, looks like. This guy looks like he's screaming, "No, don't eat me." There's another guy saying, "Hey, you don't move. Give me your stuff or I'll shoot you." This guy is cool. He's got guts hanging out. Look at him. I recognize this guy. You got Rick Grimes with a pistol, not a Colt like the TV show. This is comic accurate, and he's got his axe. She looks pretty fugly. And then we got Carl Grimes. She got a pretty big rack for a walker. That guy's cool. Look at that guy, man. He looks mean. Ezekiel, if he was missing his arm. There we got another walker reaching out, grabbing for you. Another walker. And two more walkers. And the female walker's actually wearing an apron. Such detail in these miniatures. It's incredible. Now, when you remove where all the miniatures were, you get your dice. And again, there's all different meanings to the dice. Okay, so you get these cards that are gorgeous. I love the artwork. I love the look just looking at them. Now this says head item, pack item, body, and there's some information on there. A lot of that you're going to need to play. What looks like character cards, Rick Grimes, there's Carl Grimes, and it looks like they have amazing artwork on the back of all of these. I believe that's issue 106 of the comic book. I love the artwork. I absolutely love the design on this entire package, the artwork, all the playing cards. I've never seen a board game look so sexy. You have a little pack here that's the size of a deck of cards, and this says your supply list. And again, it has a cool image of some walkers on it. All of these are very well done. The quality of the character cards, the picture quality, even feeling them, they do not feel like the thickness. Overall, they do not feel cheap at all. And then on the bottom here, you pull out, read this first. So I should have read that first, huh? Now you get this, which is the All Out War, Will You Survive? It looks like a pamphlet. Yeah, this right here will give you all the information you need to expand the game. And you can find out more at www.manticgames.com. And it looks like there's a Negan. Oh, here's a few of the rewards you can claim. Negan, Michonne, Ronnie Walker, and Abraham Walker. No, not a Ronnie Hayes Walker. Spelled different, R-O-N-N-I-E. I know Ronnie was the guy given the tutorial when I clicked on it originally, so that might be him in the game. That would be pretty cool. Here we go. All Out War, read this first. This looks like an instructional booklet telling you everything that comes inside, like a quick start. It says quick start rules, because underneath that is a very well made booklet that contains all the rules to the miniature game, the size of a comic book. You know what? I think that is really, really cool, to be honest. They have the Walking Dead All Out War miniature game, the image here, and then the rules. But there's something really cool about this, especially if you're a comic fan. It's the size of a comic book, or at least it feels exactly the size of a comic. A little thicker, though, and the pages feel a little thicker. High gloss, and it shows you a really awesome board. I guess if you get everything, you can create this amazing looking board here. This looks incredible. I am really interested in getting into some of this. Here's what one of those miniatures looks like when it's colored. Let me see. So you have the base set, it looks like, and I don't know if they sell the colored ones or if fans normally paint them. I'm not sure. If you're more familiar with the miniature games, let me know down below. I like that. Now on the bottom here, it looks like this is a board you would play on. You get a giant fold out, and from what I understand from the video I watched, this is just a starter set, and you can actually expand this game out by buying different sets, different boards to play on. I want to take a look at this. This looks like a lot of pieces that you would pop out. I mean, you have everything here. These cardboard pieces, you punch out all the pieces and you put them on top of your game. You have the components here. You got a rule book, a quick start guide, threat tracker, kill zone. You get 4 cars, initiative tokens, 6 barricades, walker reference cards, 11 dice. You get the characters plus 12 walkers, 10 activation counters, 10 health counters, 9 supply counters, 15 event cards, 8 equipment cards, 16 supply cards, and then you have assembly instructions here. There's nothing here that feels like cheap quality to me. This is just incredible. I mean, look how thick that is. This is what pops out. This is a piece that goes on your board game of a car. It's got a little number on it. I like that. But everything is this thick. You see that? This stuff is not cheap. You got another car here. Amazing detail. Should I show you some of that detail before you go? You got these, it looks like barricades. I guess these would be the barricades. Kill zone with zombies on it. You got a police cruiser here. That looks cool. You have these tokens here that say searched on them. You have other ones that looks like you got bit. So I guess those are the bitten tokens. That is neat. These look like health tokens here, or at least that looks like you're not flatlined yet. This looks like you have areas on the map that you go and when you search it, you flip the game piece around. That is neat. You have a bunch of these game pieces that are similar to that. You have this, it says sneak and run and noise and mayhem, so I guess this is a meter of some type. You have what looks like the RV. You know what? I gotta stop and show you guys these little pieces. I wasn't going to, but I have to because that's the top of the RV. How neat is that? I'm wondering if you can get your survivors on top of the RV if a bunch of walkers start coming out. So this is cool. And again, like you got a little suitcase here. And I guess when you search the suitcase, you just flip the token around to searched. I wish my daughter was a little bit older. I tell you what, we would play this. Here is your threat meter. Is that what it's called? And then we have an initiative badge. I believe that's what this is, with Sheriff Rick Grimes on it. Again, all the quality is great in this. Nice and thick. That is fantastic. Oh man, I get a kick out of that. All these little areas where you can search. And again, the information I showed you, that booklet where you can upgrade everything, I think that is stinking cool. I like that. Oh no, they're different. You have your supplies and your equipment, different cards, obviously, and then your equipment, you'll see, what is that, an axe? That looks like a bag, a gun, a hat, a knife. It's hard to see. Is that Negan's bat? That's just a baseball bat. Hopefully, maybe you can turn it into Lucille. And then you got your supplies here. Oh shit, is that a walker jumping out at you? Oh, there's an incident. How neat is that? You pick your supply card and you got a damn walker jumping out at you. You got a hockey stick or something, football pads, booby traps. Oh man. Okay, so you have one card that has the image and it has a walker on it, and then you have the other cards that say event on them. I don't know if they all, yeah, they all say event, and they got this wonderful image of a walker with, I believe that's Tony Moore's art right there. I could be wrong. That could be Charlie Adler's. Yeah, I could be wrong, but it says roamers. It says hunger, won't stay down, feeding frenzy, there's a storm coming. So this looks like all the events that you have to survive. This is cool. I'm starting to get a better understanding of the game and kind of how you would play. Obviously, I don't know all the specifics, but I'm starting to get the picture here. These character cards appears like they match the actual miniatures of the people that I showed you before. Obviously, the living people, not the walkers. And then you get your 12 walkers. You get your board, and then on the board, you get to put some cards. You get to put some areas that you can search, like the suitcases. You get to put little bags or boxes of material. On top of that, moving around the board game, you get your barricades, it looks like. So if you run into this looks like a pile of wood or fence. Yeah, that's a fence with wooden crates on the other side of the fence. So it looks like that is what's going to keep you moving around the board. Maybe keep you blocked in sometimes when you got walkers coming at you. I don't know the movements. I haven't gone over all the rules. I am really sorry if this video sucks because I don't know the details. I'm a fan of The Walking Dead and I want to know anything that's out there, even new stuff. You know, not just video games, but these board games that I'm completely new to, you know? Whether it's the TV show, the comic book, it's collectibles, it's anything, odds and ends, you name it, I want to know about, and I want to share it with you guys out there who are also fans of The Walking Dead. Everything that has to do with The Walking Dead. So I'm going to leave links down below that will better explain how to play the game. Links to Mantic Games. I believe they have a whole hour-long video where they play it, they demo it, and then there's other videos that are quicker tutorials. I will label them properly and put those in the video description, and I'm also going to put the link first when you go down below in the video description. I'm going to put the link to www.manticgames.com. That way you can go check them out and purchase this or look at any expansions if you're interested. So please let me know if this video helped any of you out there who are new to this and haven't heard of it before, or definitely are into these type of board games and just haven't heard of this all-out war board game coming out yet. Thanks for coming by the review room, and don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I'm telling you what, I love this box. I love this box. You're going to see this box hanging up in the corner of my room just on display. The box alone. The artwork is so cool. I love that. I don't know if you can see in there what I mean by the texture. Like, this is not cheap at all. But yeah, huge thank you to Mantic Games for sending this. Check it out. The Walking Dead All-Out War miniature game. Holy shit, I keep calling it a board game, and I don't know if it's just called miniatures or what. Man. Oh, man. Subscribe now.